Celebrations in 1996 World Cup is um, unbelievable. When we won the World Cup in Lahore in 1996, the first thing was um uh, the uh, the people who came from Sri Lanka to see that match, and when we went back to the dressing room, how joyful the players, the celebrations, and when we go back to the hotel and they ask what you all want to do, and because we were not supposed to go on the same day, but everyone said that we want to go to Sri Lanka, so there's no flights, so the chartered flight who came from Colombo, and they managed to take the team back to Sri Lanka. So that was unbelievable the, to see that the whole team went back to Sri Lanka on same day, and a lot of celebrations in Sri Lanka, and the government and the ministers and people in cricket loving public, they were celebrating the whole day, whole night, and they all by the side of the road when we were landing in Sri Lanka. So we took about more than 6 to 7 hours to reach Colombo to go and see the country's president. So I think unbelievable. Interesting stories about 1996 World Cup is, I think we got a character, Asanka Guru Singha. So he's a, a character who sometimes uh, uh, with youngsters or seniors, the way he handles himself, the way he talks to the players, and it's unbelievable. So it's, you never forget some of the things, and what we want to do after winning the World Cup, and when we went back to the dressing room, and we got everything, and he go after every player, and whatever we got in, we just pouring with water, or it's unbelievable things going on inside, but everything is Asanka Gurusingha is in charge to do all these things. Best ever bowling spells I had was 1996 World Cup against India. I got 3 for 18, and tough times. I got Sachin Tendulkar out, Manjareka, Jadeja. I got all three of them out, and for my bowling, I think that was one of the best in World Cups. One of the best, the Cricket World Cup, the batting I ever seen is at Eden Gardens. Even that was a 1996 World Cup against India at in Kolkata. Aravind De Silva batted really well when myself and Kalu got out, and he came and batted really well. I think one of the best innings I have seen. And also uh, the same World Cup in 1996 against England, when I batted, I got a 86, quick 86 in about 40 balls. I think for me also, I think that was one of the best innings. My favorite World Cup match is 1996 at Eden Gardens, one of the semi-finals against India, and that was one of the toughest game we were playing, and uh, we batted first, and myself and Ramesh Kalwar both got out in the first over, but Aravind De Silva is solid, and he batted really well. I have seen one of the best innings from Aravind De Silva on that match, and we got 250, and India was almost 100 for 7 or 8, and we got the crowd's interruptions, and we won the match. So I think one of the best games. Cricket World Cup grounds, my opinions is there are few grounds in the world, MCG, Eden Gardens, at Sri Lanka. I love to play at Premadasa Stadium. There are few grounds I love to play. The memories of previous World Cups, I played about 5 World Cups since 1992 up to 2007, and 1996 is the best one. Apart from that, 2007 we won the finals, and that was washed out because of the bad weather, and that was a bit of a sad situation. Uh, it's a memory you don't want to have in your mind. And even 2003 World Cup, we were in the semi-finals, we couldn't chase 2,212 runs against Australia. So those are the memories, the previous World Cups.